Of all the social media platforms, I really enjoy Instagram the most. It's highly visual and it connects you with people from around the world with the same interests. And that's the bit I really love, the way it connects me. However, the algorithms that make it work have recently changed a little thanks to it now being owned by Facebook. So we thought it timely that we learn a few tips and tricks today with Brooke Vivoda, social media speaker, trainer and donut lover of Villa Management. Welcome, Brooke.
Woo! Donut lover really should be first, shouldn't it?
I think so. It's all about priorities.
It's about priorities, definitely. It's about connection too. And I feel like I connect with people, as you said, via a common interest of loving donuts first, social media second.
I think I'm with that. What about you, Kat? Donut lover?
A donut.
Yeah,
Now
I think
hungry.
we all need a donut.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you've really triggered my craving right now.
But you guys are so close to Mary Street Bakery.
Oh.
Could literally... Oh, and Mop. You're in the Golden Triangle.
Yes.
Mop Donuts, Mary Street Bakery, Chew Bakery. It's the best place to live.
Now we need to start again. Now we all need to go and get a donut.
Sorry, guys, we're out of here. Bye. Figure it out on your own.
We'll be right back.
So, right.
You don't need me, do you?
So apart from donuts, we're talking Instagram, which is, also a great way to find donuts on Instagram.
Hashtag donut lover.
Yeah, I think everywhere we've mentioned is probably on Instagram. So, I find this bizarre. People aren't already on Instagram and I bloody love it. So tell us, Brooke, why should people be on Instagram? Why is it so wonderful?
People should be on Instagram because it's uncomplicated. There is one type of content, it's visual, and that's it. Rather than Facebook, it's got this and it's got that and it's got links and it's got polls and it's got events and it's got everything, whereas Instagram's just so simple. So simple.
You were right. I never thought about it being simple.
I never thought of it like that.
And for some reason, what I find, obviously I work with a lot of people, they find it less intimidating because it is so simple, which makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, I never considered that it is simple. I just think it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful time.
It is. Well, everyone puts their good stuff on Instagram.
It's the highlight reel.
Yeah, they put all it is the highlight reel. They put all the everyday meh on Facebook. That's just, continual stuff. But Instagram, they save their best for Instagram.
They save their best for Instagram.
And that's so true.
Yeah, you know what? It's now that you've said that, people take to Facebook a lot to rant. They don't do it as much on Instagram.
Sorry, I did rant on Facebook about my printer.
But there you go. That's my prime example on Facebook. Did you put a photo of yourself hitting your printer with a hammer on Instagram to really showcase the mood?
Well, it was least
to hammer the point home.
Hammer the point. I love a pun.
I should have. But no, I just had emojis, and I was wishing I had more to express myself.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I couldn't destroy it because it was leased. So I was like, damn it.
So, we're talking about beautiful content on Insta. What kind of I'm talking to all the people that aren't on Instagram and are scared of it. What kind of content can you expect to see on Instagram?
Anything you want. There is a hashtag for everything. So whatever you are interested in, if you search the hashtag, you can find it on Instagram.
Let's talk about hashtags because there are some people that don't understand how hashtags work.
All right. So hashtags in Instagram essentially work to optimize the visibility of your post. Is that too technical?
It's kind of like keywords.
Yeah, keywords. So like SEO keywords in Google are hashtags in Instagram. Same. So if you're searching for something, you can go to the search bar in Instagram, type any word in and look at the search results underneath the hashtag for that word.
Nice. And this is how it connects you with people that you're interested in. They're interested in the same things that you're interested in.
Yes.
If we wanted to talk about small business, we'd go small business.
Yes.
And a whole bunch of stuff would come up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And then you can also search your interests if you're looking for, say, a particular city or a particular suburb or a particular country. You can search, for example, donuts Perth, donuts Sydney, donuts Melbourne, donuts Africa. I've never searched donuts Africa, but I might need to.
I actually searched donuts Melbourne because the Australian Open had a donut stand.
No, it didn't.
It did, and they were talking about it during the interlude of Rafael Nadal's thing. That's the only thing I paid attention to.
I understand why.
Yes.
Explain no further.
Okay. We want to talk about the pink shorts. But yeah, so I actually went on Insta instead of Facebook, instead of Google, and I said Donuts Perth.
Melbourne?
Yes.
The other Perth,
The other
East
Perth.
Coast Perth.
Yeah, so I said Donuts Melbourne, and that
And
came
it was
up.
there. No
Yeah,
way.
because
That's
they
crazy.
had a donut that was shaped like a tennis ball, and I was like, I want to see that.
Clever. I see what they're doing.
Yes.
Everyone's taking advantage of donuts.
They are. It's
Everyone. It's a new
donuts,
thing.
The donuts are the new black.
They are.
So hashtags. So hashtags are like a keywording thing. So it's a great way for you to find things, and that's also how you mark up your own pictures with these keyword things.
It's a great way to find things. It's also flipping that a great way to be found by people that are looking for what you offer.
How many hashtags can you have on an image?
30.
And should you use all 30?
Yes.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah, some people say, just use 3 or 4 because it looks spammy. Use all 30.
Okay, I can give you some calculations on this. So, using one hashtag increases the visibility of your post by 12.6%. You can use 30 hashtags per post. Maths is not my strong point, but I believe it's something like 378% more visibility if you use all 30.
And if you're on Instagram, you obviously want to be seen unless you've got a private
That's
account.
the point.
Yeah. That's it. So the more hashtags you use, the more visibility you get. So
That's
it's
right.
great to use them.
Yep.
That is amazing. So then if there's a product or a post that you've actually had success with, you can go back to that post and just hashtag it out.
You have to put the hashtags up as soon as you post because hashtag results are in chronological order. So if you put up a post like a year ago and you're like, oh, I'm going to add more hashtags to it, you can. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but you will come up in the hashtag results back a year ago when you posted.
Ooh, okay, right.
Yeah.
So it's better to take that one post and tighten the screws on it and if you like, I saw somebody else's, I'm going to do that now. I just posted this thing 2 hours ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still worth changing your adding hashtags for your new stuff.
Yeah,
Just don't
yeah.
worry
Look,
about the old stuff.
but better late than never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how much thought should be put into a hashtag? I spoke to a client about this and I said Instagram's hashtag driven, and he thought I was talking about a drug.
Oh,
so then I knew
like, what was the drug? The Instagram or the hashtag?
Hashtag. He was like, that sounds like a drug. And I was like,
Who was your client?
we won't go any further. That's when I realized, I was like, we need to do an intro to social media.
We need to talk to you.
Yeah.
We need to talk.
Yeah, Woodstock rocks on Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
Social media somewhere
Exactly.
else.
He actually said, I used to do MySpace quite a bit.
Oh, look, so did all of us.
Yes.
But, that was 100 years ago.
When the world was flat.
Yeah, when the
Yes.
world was black and white, we were all on MySpace.
So yeah, so I'm just
Adorable.
bringing up the point that hashtags need to be specified. Like, people think you need to sit down and really think about it. And
Look, you do, but you only need to do that every now and again. So I teach all my clients a strategy to prepare hashtag groups, because that's another key to hashtags. You don't want to just keep using the same ones over and over and over. You want to mix them up, but do it like once a month. It all just depends how often you post. If you're posting regularly, you're going to need more groups of 30. If you're not posting that regularly, you can have less groups of 30.
So
Yeah.
what's the great way? I might end up just staying in hashtags for a while now. So what's the best way to get your hashtags from one image to a similar image?
Blah, 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 blah. Elemental P.
Yeah. Where am I? I need one other coffee. Stat. In Ward C. And a donut. So what's the best way to get hashtags from one post to the next? You use similar hashtags for similar posts. If you're wearing, if something similar is in it, like, pancakes here, you've got pancakes in this one a week later. You'd use the same, if not similar, hashtags.
Look, hashtags really come down to who you're trying to attract to your business. So I guess what I teach my clients a lot of the time is that the hashtags that you use on the post might actually have nothing to do with what's in the post itself. Because, like, let's go on pancakes, okay? So let's say I put up a post, these are the pancakes I ate for breakfast, blah, 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 blah. First of all, is that relevant to my ideal client? But that's a whole nother ball game. We'll get to that. Second of all, what was my second of all? I don't sell pancakes. I'm not trying to attract people. Like, look, if I happen to have clients that also like pancakes, well, that's there you go. But that's not the bigger purpose of my business. So I think that's where so many businesses are going wrong. They're getting too literal with their hashtags rather than thinking about the bigger picture of the purpose that the hashtags have.
Okay, let's do that. So you're a cafe. You're a cafe. You've got this great picture of pancakes. Awesome. This is like, our blueberry version. We did like strawberries 2 days ago. Now we're doing blueberries. I want to put this onto Instagram and I want to hashtag it. So what are some examples of, literal hashtags that wouldn't be so useful, but maybe ones that aren't so obvious that would be better?
Well, for that example, pancakes would be perfect because they sell pancakes. So I've got 3 questions that I always give people when they're selecting their hashtags. I say that, who are you trying to attract? What have you got to offer? What are you trying to sell? If you can tick one of those boxes, doesn't have to tick all of them, with the hashtag that you select, use it. If it doesn't tick one of those boxes, don't use it. Because, yes, you'll be attracting people, but you're not going to be attracting people that are then going to convert into paying clients. So do you want to win the popularity contest or do you want dollars in your bank account?
Can you not have both with Instagram?
You can have both. Yes.
And one builds the other, yeah?
Yeah.
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 It's a win-win.
Look, at the end of the day, I would rather have 100 followers and 90% of them are clients than 10,000 followers and 0 clients. That's really what it comes down to.
That's a good way of
And you
putting
don't need hundreds of thousands of followers to have a successful business through Instagram. You don't. I know you don't because I have a successful business and I've, until recently, always had pretty much under 10,000 followers. So there's this big misconception around at the moment that you will only be successful if you have more and more and more and more followers. But it's not true.
I think it's also got to do with Australia. We are very good at stalking, but not acknowledging.
Yeah, totally.
Like, you can see, you can get analytics and see that this many people saw your post. But it's like, but I only got 1 like. So I see what you mean, that don't attach too much on the fact that you've got so few followers, because people will use the hashtag to find you.
That's right.
And Instagram, I found, has learned that you've been watching stuff like this. I love watching people working out on the couch. And it's learned that I just like to do that.
Yeah, cool, awesome.
So
it knows.
It's
watching you.
It's watching me.
It's watching her watching other people.
It is watchception.
Yes. So I get that. I have another question. Is that okay?
You may ask the question, go Kat.
It just kept on hitting me. Do you have to pay for advertising?
On Instagram?
Yeah.
No.
The same thing with paying for followers. Should you do that?
No.
Ooh.
God, no.
Better to have organic reach than paid reach?
Oh, 100%. The thing is, if you're paying for followers, again, well, look, it comes down to what your goals are. Do you want to win the popularity contest? If you want to win the popularity contest and that's it, then go ahead, buy followers if you want. But if you want to actually generate leads from social media, you need to have followers that are made up of your ideal client and potential clients and people that have a need for the service or the product that you provide. It's simple economics, really. And I think so many people kind of forget about that.
You want real followers, not paid ones.
Followers.
You want real followers, yeah.
So then you have these followers, you share everything, and they like what you do. Then what would be the next step for your campaigns there to turn them into, from that whole, they like your stuff, to actually going, hey, let's get in touch. Or they go to your website, which is what Instagram only allows you to put your one website on there.
But there are tricks.
Okay, these we want to hear about.
There are tricks to get around that. There is a really good, I guess you could call it middleman. I need that coffee and donut too.
Yeah.
Middleman called Linktree. Okay, so Linktree is free and essentially it generates a unique link which you can then add as many links as you want. So when people go to your bio and they click on your Linktree link, it will open up a middleman page that essentially has a menu of however many other links you want to send people to.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you could send them to your Facebook page, your web page, your Etsy page, whatever it is.
Well, my general consensus is that if people are clicking the link off your Instagram, they want something specific. They're not, and this is, I guess, another mistake that I see businesses make a lot, is they make that web link the homepage of their website. Well, what value is your audience getting from that homepage? Like what's on it that they would be clicking to see? Let's take people directly to whatever it is that they want to see. Do they want a book? Do they want to shop? Therefore, take them straight to your catalogue or your booking form or whatever it is. Don't lose people through too many clicks. Okay. You know, people are time poor. They want instant results. They want instant access to whatever it is that they want. So take them straight there.
Don't make them go to the menu.
Don't make them go to the menu. Nobody likes the menu.
No, they don't. If you can find them. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, because so many people are browsing on their phones, and so many companies, and I'm absolutely totally guilty of this, so I'm going to rag on myself right now. My website is not mobile friendly. I have a new one coming, but my website's not mobile friendly, and so navigating the menu is hard on a smartphone, when people don't have a mobile friendly website.
Yes, it is. One quick thing, because we're running out of time.
I can't believe how quick
so
this
easy
has
to
been.
talk, isn't it? How do you get more engagement with the new algorithm? Good on your Instagram. How do you get more engagement? Because we've all of us that are on Instagram have seen engagement drop.
Yeah.
Blonk. Lead balloon. How do you get more engagement?
Okay, so there's a couple of things. First of all, you need to be providing consistent, valuable content. This is number one place people go wrong. So on social media, value comes in 3 ways: entertainment, education, or inspiration. So use those points as a checklist for every piece of content that you share. Think about your ideal client. Think about the person you're trying to speak to, the person you're trying to attract. If they would not find what you just shared inspiring, entertaining, or educational, don't share it. That's number one. And also, I guess the second point, to get people to engage with you, you got to engage with them. So businesses put up a post and then they turn their phone off and walk off, and then they're like, oh, I've got no engagement. You have to spend a minimum of 10 minutes a day following people that are relevant to your business, liking posts, commenting on posts, being a real person. I guess the way that I sort of teach it is you can't walk into a room full of people, say, hey, everyone, look at me, and then walk out and expect to build relationships in that room. So if you're just posting on Instagram and then not engaging with people, that's kind of what you're doing.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It's kind of like that stalking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so kind of stealth, and that's not fair.
Yeah.
So the activity you do, you have to do it under your business profile, not your personal profile.
On Instagram?
Yeah, you know, where you go and like other people's stuff and follow other
do it
people.
under your business profile, because what you're doing as well is you're building the brand awareness for your business.
Okay. Because Facebook always talks about you first. What are you up to?
Yeah. Well, Facebook's different.
Yes, very different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different platform, different algorithm, works differently.
Yeah, different killer
Just
chickens.
different. Yeah.
Okay.
Instagram's easier.
Oh, yeah.
It's simple.
It's simple.
We're
That's
360 back to the start of the
That's
conversation.
it. Segue.
Yeah.
Right around. Well, and that's a great point to end. Thank you so much, Brooke Vivoda of Villa Management.
You're welcome.
Social media trainer and donut lover.
And donut enthusiast.
Enthusiast. That's better, donut enthusiast.
It's a good time.
Yeah, now we all need a donut. Thank you so much for joining us, Brooke. Can we have you back, please?
Yes, anytime.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me.
It's been great.
It's been a good time.